Well, here we are at a lovely day here in Rolleston, Foster Park, the venue for this National League, Southern League fixture between Selwyn United and Mosgiel AFC. It's been a bit of a chilly morning down here in Canterbury. Well, the ground looks a picture. They're with the backdrop of Selwyn Sports Centre, newly developed facility, eight indoor courts, I believe. A real asset to the community. The Selwyn Football Club got a new turf on the way. It's 2 to 4 weeks away. The teams, as the teams make their way out from one of the many change rooms. So the Selwyn lineup with the Selwyn team, it's got a lot of experience. Many of these guys have been playing for quite a while together. Captained by Jaden Booth, PT Bremer in goal. Last year's goalkeeper of the year for the mainland football area. And Dan Eade, another player with many caps. And of course, coached by Lee Padmore. Spent a bit of time as the Canterbury United head coach. Bit of time up at the Wellington Phoenix. Back down to where it all started for him in New Zealand. And the Mosgiel side, coming up, the Plainsmen, coming up from the Tyree Plains. Cody Brook, stalwart of their club, and he's got the captain's armband. Cameron McPhail will also play a assistant coach. Be out there in the defence. It's a good-looking side. Had a good victory last week, 5-0 over the Christchurch side, Nomads United. So no doubt they'll be wanting to continue that form. They're officials for today. Just doing the coin toss with the two sides. We got the Mosgiel team in their away strip with the red and black with white shorts. Selwyn in their home kit of blue and black with the black shorts. And it looks like the team is discussing those last minute preparations. Captain's having a wee chat. Are they going to swap around? I'm sure there's not much wind out there today. I'll tell you, she's running at about 16 degrees apparently. Light easterly may feature in the game, but she's pretty. Don't think it will disturb either side. So, okay, so the teams are going to stay as they are. Selwyn have got the kickoff. Referee Regan Preston, assisted by Nick Burnett and Paul Pace. Flags are shown in the background there, showing a bit of a breeze. It'll be Selwyn get us underway. So Selwyn have got this is their double header weekend, being Anzac weekend. They've got a bit of a catch up to do. They had a bit of COVID in the camp early on, so they're running a bit behind on games. So they've got another game against Coastal Spirit on the Monday. And we'll just see how these sides are shaping up. I think Selwyn looking comfortable in position with back four. So yeah, Jack Ellett and Oliver Cosgrove there in the centre back pairing. Nicely moving the ball around at this stage. Trying to release last week's goal scorer for Selwyn, Cullen Murdoch there in 11. Out here on the left-hand side of the attack. They picked up a goal late last week when they took on Kashmir Technical. Lee Padmore showing he's still got it there with a couple of juggles before he sticks back down on his chili bin. Just nice play in there. Selwyn looking very comfortable on the ball. Mosgiel really just letting them have it as they feel each other out over these opening minutes. Been a busy weekend in football with the prelims of Chatham Cup and Red Shepherd Cup happening on Monday. And I don't think either of these sides will be involved at the prelim stage. Mosgiel flew up this morning. You see no delays, straight in. And the ball's made it into, is it Dan Eade there? No. Aidan Barber-Ryan. One of the players that used to play for Mosgiel a few years ago. But a Selwyn boy. Went to a local Lincoln High School, Aidan Barber-Ryan, and found himself down in university, opted to play for Mosgiel. Let's see if Mosgiel just launching forward. Looking through this, very familiar for Selwyn, and we've got a bit of a break on here. Aidan Barber-Ryan into the centre to Callum Murdoch, drawing the save there from keeper Robinson. They're going to make it out for a corner. Just couldn't catch up with it there. There's a ball surging through, just a wee bit too much pace on it, but Murdoch arriving late at the post, isn't able to get to it. Gave him a bit of a tight angle, and Robinson did enough there to close down. We've got a first corner. It's right in there, and it's surely gone in, has it? The referee checks and sees, have we got the goal line technology? It looks like it did. I think there's a number 2 on the back of that shirt. A bit of a Callum Murdoch corner, straight into the mix in the 6-yard box. And an outstretched foot, the keeper looked like he might have got to it. But the questions were asked, and I'm not sure if they are. The linesman saw it over. The Selwyn boys were definitely, I think it was Oliver Cosgrove there. The centre-back come forward and got himself a goal from that Callum Murdoch corner. Great start from the home side. And it's Barina wants the ball up nice and early. A superb start for the local side.
Hey, switch on, Blue! Hey, Dan shouldn't be coming in from that side to prep. Switch on now.
It looks like the
Hiya, Jamie.
great little run in there, searching ball across. Crucial intercept there from Pritchard, I think.
Come on.
And here goes a bit of a numerical advantage on the attack here from Selwyn. And the cross doesn't quite beat the near defender there from number 10, Dan Eade, who was ghosting out there on the left-hand side. Searching ball across there, not making its target, so back it goes to Barima. Goal scorer Cosgrove. Waits patiently into captain Jamie Caritas. Or Jaden Booth, I should say. He's the captain today.
Be aware of your line, Jamie, with Luke. Good boy.
It's Matthew Kelly working down the right-hand side there. So I think there might have just been a wee bit of a tangle up and offside decision there. Matthew Kelly and Ryan Ali just in the back mixed up, trying to do the same job. Was that Cody Brook actually, with the captain's armband on? Yep, that's a 9, not an 8. And Selwyn will be getting into dangerous positions down here. They're down the right-hand side. And it looks like is it Dan Eade out there. Cross ends up with a corner. And it's Isaac Topham who's out on the right-hand side. Going to take this corner. One corner, one goal so far for Selwyn. There's Ellett under possession in the box. Pat by Mosgiel, clear. Murdoch on the ball. A searching ball forward. The offside flag goes up on Dan Eade. So a searching ball forward from Luke Mackay there. The majority of the position going Selwyn's way at the moment. Mosgiel like to get comfortable on the ball if they can. Intercept there from Mackay. Searching ball forward. Eade drives into the box. Tries to cut it back for Barbara Ryan, but doesn't make its intended target. Mosgiel trying to work the ball down the left-hand side. Across it comes. Good switch of play out here to captain Brooks. Gets rid of Murdoch pretty easy. Drives into the box. Straight. Tries to go straight through a player. Dangerous ball playing here. Bareema's come out. Look at the player. Got a bit of the ball. There's some questions being asked. But Bareema came out big and strong. Got the ball. Didn't know where it went. And into the back of the Mosgiel striker. With a light apology there. Ryan Ali looks like might have been the collector of the big keeper coming out and clearing his box. Solid defending in there. And just get rid of at the moment for Selwyn. Set their shape. So both teams might be going for a 4-3-3 today. Barbara Ryan on the ball. And letting game slowing down a bit. He's just pass it off to see if the player can get some attention. Doesn't look comfortable in the air. Might be Hamilton. Isaac Hamilton. Took a bit of a knock. Makes his way off. Gets a bit of attention. Well, this opening 10 minutes is both sides just trying to get themselves into the game, getting comfortable with the ball. Selwyn obviously having the better of it so far. In this opening round 5, not an opening, it's the second game of the round 5. Last night we saw Ferrymead Bays and Coastal Spirit battle out a 2-all draw with both teams scoring a goal in each half. A good even contest there. We've got a bit of room down this right-hand side from Ali. Whips the ball in, tantalisingly close to Isaac Hamilton there. Selwyn can't find anything going forward. So back and relax. Dan Eade back there. Easy making his way forward, and Caritas puts it back out to Eade. Easily drilling the ball across, but the keeper's right there. That's a couple of times now that Eade's made his way into the box from that right-hand side. Couldn't quite meet the advancing run by Barbara Ryan. Keeper Robinson doing a great job there to cover it. Padmore demanding more of his players at the moment. There's Mackay in there with a good change. Good tackle to change position, but it's not been able to keep. Looks like an early change here. Number 2 going on. I don't know. Or was it 20? 19 for 20, I'm told. So Morgan Day being replaced by Keegan Tague. Must have been Morgan who picked up an injury earlier on. Aidan Barbara not able to connect with his teammates there in a promising position. Allett with the ball out to Cosgrove. Cosgrove back to Allett. And really, these centre backs are able to keep the ball without too much trouble. But Booth just about gave it up. Barbara Ryan into Mackay. Back into Cosgrove. Mosgiel just content with the position, or the deep position for Selwyn at the moment. Allett spreading it over to the far side there. And that's Luke Pritchard over on that. Isaac Topham. Something in here for Mosgiel maybe. Little 1-2. Step inside. Nice direct ball. And there's a shot coming in from the captain. But Cody Brooks, but no trouble there for Barima. So last week Mosgiel were not short on goals. Picked themselves up themselves a 5-0 victory. Got a number 17 out there, Reese Quarrell, picking up a hat-trick. Tidy play in there from Matthew Kelly. Get the ball forward. Brooks on the ball again. Oh, then there's the goal. And it's Brooks easily getting around his man. Putting the ball in. Barima looked to have a bit of it, but not enough. The ball's made it into the back of the net. It was Ali who put the ball out. Tidy with a footwork. Barima threw out the hand. Inadvertently moved the ball back into his own net. I think the ball was goal bound anyway. But there's our opening goal to a striker, well, captain. And I understand a stalwart of the Mosgiel club. His grandfather, a life member there, Cody Brook. And he skips through again. And sets another attack off coming down this right-hand side. It's thundered in from Matthew Kelly. And trying to beat Barima at his near post. Got a hand to it. And we have ourselves a Mosgiel corner. Let's see what the first set play here from Mosgiel. Doesn't beat the near post man. Headed up and out, and it looks like Barbara Ryan taking advantage of the space in front of him. Squared the ball into Callum Murdoch, who wasn't able to get the ball under control and continue the attack. A big sweeping cross, unable to find its target. It's Luke Pritchard here on the left. Well, we could be in for a few goals here today. These two sides have opened up in this opening 20 minutes. To say it's relatively even, but neither side really having many shots, but they've got a goal each. Ed getting a foot in there, and it's Caritas trying to retain position, but Brooks in the way. And here he is on the ball again. And he's found himself down the left-hand side now, and it's Isaac Topham closing that avenue of attack out. No, it's Luke Pritchard, sorry. Number 12. Thrown here in a promising area for Mosgiel. Let's see, try to work it out of these corner areas. It's, looks like a goal kick. Great work in there from the defensive side. Looks to be a good full car park there. Well, there's a few people enjoying the autumnal day down at Foster Park. A few of them could be inside that brand new Selwyn Sports Arena enjoying their sport. Well, this is the first home game, I think, for Selwyn United this season. It's their third game, with one more catch-up game to come on Monday for them. Pritchard doing well there, but dispossessing. The ball's in with Brook. He's seen something long range, but Barima's up to the challenge. Let's top him out here on the right. Stops to go back in. Carrotus doing well there, but getting a bit sloppy. Mackay on the ball. Referee Anak there helping. The ball's restarted and that familiar passing pattern across the back here for Selwyn. Well, a bit of a loose pass in there. It's an attack here. Going to be a good clean strike, but it's over the top from number 17, Reese Quarrell. Picked up a hat-trick last week. And a great opportunity here. Was able to roll around and get onto his left, but unable to control the shot. But untidy there from the Selwyn back four. In that square ball inside cutout. Really exposed him. Not going to want to give that man too many chances. But here they come again, Mosgiel. They're really finding their stride. And picking up on these bit of loose play, bit loose passing here from Selwyn. So just in comfortable position in their own half. Just can't quite be able to connect it through and get into an attacking area. But here's Barbara Ryan on the ball. He's trying to thread the ball through to Murdoch. Looking to cut it. But there's plenty of red and black shirts there to quash that one out. And Selwyn tried to press high, but great through ball here. And Biema, casually as you like, outside of his area. Finds his way around Carrero. So, Barbara Ryan, a very dangerous player. He's had his time in a Mosgiel shirt. I think as has Luke Mackay. Pretty sure he had some time playing for Mosgiel. There's a bit of a collision over there in the far corner. Both players looking uncomfortable. Eid either hurt or apologising. Yeah, he's limping as well. And it's Osborne over there. I think he didn't. Referee's happy with this one. No, there's been a foul called. And Mosgiel will start with the ball over in there, deep on the left-hand side. They can do no more than just put it out for a Selwyn throw around the halfway mark. They're dispossessed, and there'll be a Mosgiel throw. A bit of pressure in here for Murdoch, but nice little 1-2 there. And it's a foul's been seen. So I think it might have been Barbara Ryan just going in a bit heavy. It's Mosgiel's turn to just try to keep some position. Just lost a wee bit of flow this game at the moment. Bit more caution shown by both sides. We'll be wanting to shore things up defensively. A good searching ball through, finds Nobody there from the replacement player, Tague. He chopping the ball in, and it's an entrepreneurial shot there from in the edge of the area, and the keeper got a bit of that to get a bit of that. There was a bit of sting on that one from the edge of the area. Did that come off the crossbar? The camera couldn't keep up with it. It was well struck, and I think that might have been Luke Pritchard or Isaac Topham there coming through. And another corner here. It's put back in the area and just about found its way back into the net. Corner to the deep. Poor clearance back across this area from the Mosgiel player there. Tried to turn it in. Didn't see who that player was, but a good opportunity in there for Selwyn United. All just settling into the back turn. It's a long searching ball. Well dealt with there by Jack Allett. And here to Tottenham. Murdoch, nice shake and bake in there, and he's got himself into an attacking mode, looking for something forward. Opts to go back to... Nothing coming of that for Selwyn or Mosgiel. Mackay, but under pressure. Back into Cosgrove. Ball's fallen into the centre of the midfield there for Caritas. Out to Eid. Great weighted ball into the top of the area. Cut back. Barbara Ryan couldn't quite get to the ball. Maybe needed a longer stud there. That right-hand side's proving fruitful for the Selwyn boys. Another slip. Must be a wee bit loose out there on the surface. Not going to see Selwyn playing on a grass pitch at Foster Park very often. Could be the last time. They've got a brand new turf being built on the other side of the Selwyn Sports Centre. It's 2 to 4 weeks away from being able to be used. Oh, there's a nice ball in. Searching ball through. Mosgiel doing well there to evade the press. And the Selwyn defence was up for the challenge. Barbara on with just a 1-2. Ball's made its way out to Eid. Retains position as a captain booth, but he's been dispossessed. Well, that man Brock, he's gone look for long one. He's up. He's only found the upright on the far post, and it's come back out. And Brooks in position, trying to get onto that left foot. He's driven it in, and he's found through a crowded penalty area. It's captain Cody Brook gets his second one for the day. After a long range one from Matthew Kelly, rattled the upright, back in, partially dealt with by Selwyn, but a quick couple of steps inside and is driven in. And Mosgiel throwing themselves 2-1 up. Well, it will not count. Offside. I think it may have been the supporting player getting in the way of Barima. But unlucky there for Mosgiel. The supporting player maybe when Brooke drove the ball in. There was a Mosgiel player in there, but he's got the better of his as he drives into the 6-yard area. And here comes the ball in. Off a defender and off for a corner. Well, really showing some intent here, Mosgiel. They had a wee taste of 5 goals last week and they want some more this week. Just a 1 goal just been disallowed. I think it was a supporting player, must have got himself involved in the vision of Barima by the opinion of the officials. And that goal was disallowed. But they've come back here and there's a corner into the near post. Doesn't make it past. And it's Barbara Ryan on the ball. Out to Eid. Back into number 12, Pritchard. Drives forward. But unable to relink up with Eid. He'll start the play with a throw in. There's Caritas. Working, the ball's found its way to Eid as he drives in again from that right-hand side. Square ball, cut out. Oh, I think that's... I was at the top of him there. Copping it. Copping a late one. Mackay. Back into Cosgrove. Cosgrove back to Barima. Barima unable to link up with Topham. 35th minute now. I have to say that great early start here from Selwyn has been matched by some great pressing play here from Mosgiel. Most of the play's been in the Selwyn defensive half. And a flick on there from Caritas, but Barbara Ryan was sitting deep, pressed the keeper. Robinson able to get it, easily get it forward to the halfway line. The press comes in from Murdoch. Yeah, Brook with a big searching ball in. And Eid being closely looked after there. And the referee saw something he didn't want to, can't have, so he's pulled it up and Mackay's got himself on the board looking forward. Out here to top him into Barbara Ryan. Barbara Ryan through the legs into Murdoch. Great bit of defending there. Ball's looking, Barbara Ryan, once he gets on the ball, he's looking very dangerous, an attacking player. Murdoch having to come back and do a bit of defensive work. This ball's out here with Brook and on his left peg. Kelly. Back into Ali. It's patient play here. Clipped in by Tague. Oh, and a very good opportunity here. Could be. It isn't. Have we got a goal this time? It's being celebrated like it's been given. A great ball in from the left-hand side. Looks like it might be Matthew Kelly going on the end of that one. Great ball in from Young. Over the heads and into the grateful Matthew Kelly, who gets Mosgiel's second goal. And they take the advantage. 2-1. Here, just short of the 40th minute. There's Kelly is back into the centre midfield, getting taken down. And this right hand side into the comfortable left foot of captain Brooke. See him have a looks to be favouring his left foot. He's definitely capable. Got the one goal so far for Brooke, one disallowed, and he's really causing some trouble down there by cutting in, causing young Isaac Topham plenty of issues. Topham, well, he's still at high school at St Thomas's. Yeah, Pritchard picking up a foul there. Searching ball in. Carrot, we're not on. Ball into Eid, he's able to roll his marker. Searching ball in. It's goalward. He just can't help it sometimes, Dan Eid. Every ball he hits goes towards the goal. Prolific goal scorer over the years. But the ball's in the Mosgiel position. It's as they try to work and find space to create another attack. 5 minutes to go in the half. Great searching ball into here. The left foot of Corral. All the way out here to substitute Tague, but can't catch up with it. And what have we got going on here? Some sort of equipment issue, a bit of blood maybe. But I think it's Reece Corral having to have a enforced break. Searching ball forward from, makes its way to Murdoch, gets in a bit of a tangle up. And not for the first time, Isaac Topham's on the field, on the ground after being pushed in the back. So on again as a team, looking comfortable on the ball as they move it round. So a bit of a loose pass, pounced on by Mosgiel, getting into attacking areas, but Cosgrove's not having any of that. Then we'll restart play from the halfway for Mosgiel throw. Tag just returning passes. Better Alec come forward. Huge header. And it's Robinson who's come through and sent the ball forward. The ball's dealt with very not as urgent as Barima might have liked. The two defenders there. Result they're after, and a searching ball through. Didn't quite catch up with Matthew Kelly. Now for a goal kick. Barima sending the ball long. Gerardus is head, familiar recipient of those long balls. The throw in, release it Ed down their right hand side. He's had some good fortune there. Dinks and dabs, but sent the ball out, wasn't able to bring it, pull it back into dangerous areas there, and we'll start from a goal kick. So plenty, another game over the back there. Looks like I think it's the Selwyn Reserves versus the University Reserves over at Foster Park. Plenty of fields down here. Searching ball from Mosgiel. Alec's not taking any risks. And another goal kick to restart play there. As this half comes to the end, I think coaches will be thinking how they can inspire their charges in the dressing room at half time. So I want to discover the kind of flow they had to their play early on. But it's Mosgiel who have finished the half stronger, and it's great ball in Heverbrook, gives the right foot a go, unable to wrap around it, and it's into the point. It'll be, yes, as I was saying, that will be Coach Rory Crowe from Mosgiel, who will be the happier of the two at this stage. He'll be wanting more of the same in the second half from this Mosgiel side, as they've been able to have probably a territorial advantage. Definitely got themselves into attacking play, and here's a great run into the near post. Ball driven across, no one there to meet it. But a great wee turn in there by Isaac. Rolled his defender, drove the ball across the 6-yard line, but couldn't find the end of it, couldn't find a red shirt in there. A good bit of play out here. Looks like Ali. And Selwyn are able to clear it, but there's the half-time whistle. The ball had found its way to the touchline. Oh, we've got 2 goals to 1. The visiting side taking an advantage. A goal from Matthew Kelly and Cody Brook answered the early start that Oliver Cosgrove was able to give the Selwyn United boys from a corner. So I think, yeah, the coach Rory Crow will be the happier of the two coaches. He'll be having a chat with his assistants, Malcolm Fleming and player assistant coach Cam McPhail, on the way over to the dugout or into the dressing room. And Lee will be having conversations with his assistant coaches, Chris Brown and Gary Wooden, as they try to come up with an answer to get back in this game as we take a wee break here for the halftime. Welcome back here to Foster Park. The two sides having had their conversations in the changing rooms. Refresh their point of view. We'll have a look at the highlights from the first half. It was Selwyn who started the better of the two sides. They were comfortable, got themselves comfortable on the ball early on, and Mosgiel really just sat back and let it happen. It was a searching ball through Eid on the right-hand side. He had plenty of opportunities, and it was a corner that came in and put away by the centre-back who had been sent forward, Ollie Cosgrove, from the Murdoch corner. And it wasn't until sort of midway through the half when the ball found its way back in the back of the Selwyn net through Captain Brooke, the hat-trick hero from last week. Quarrel caused a couple of problems. It was a great save by the looks there also from Robinson, the keeper for Mosgiel. Some nice play here that Selwyn couldn't quite capitalise on. It was a right-hand upright that got rattled, and it looked to be another goal for Brooke, but looking back on it, there was an late offside call. But they did get their goal, and it was Kelly, number 7, Kelly, who was able to get into an advanced position and lift the ball over Barima. And here we go. It looks like we're into the second half with Mosgiel going from right to left, and Selwyn searching ball through, trying to get on the Barbara Ryan, given back by Pritchard there. And number back, got himself into, had a great bit of a volley there in the first half. Barbara Ryan running at the defence, but intercepted. So the ball flies around. Neither team being able to get on the deck, but it's Kelly who settles things down for Mosgiel. Back out to Osborne, sitting out here on the... That's Eid who's got himself down the right-hand side again. Look to drill the ball back, and it's found its way into the back of the net. A great little run. And it looks like the two Selwyn players, upward of 150 caps. It was Eid who got himself in there, drilled the ball back. The keeper flapped at it, and it's found its way through to Carradus inside the 6-yard box, and makes no mistake. And we've got there. It didn't have to wait equalizer there for Selwyn United. Jamie Carradus and Dan Eid combining to even up the leisure. Wow, can't sit still here today. And Dan Eid's got back and dispossessed, but not fairly in the eyes of referee Preston. It's obviously questioned by Eid, as Mosgiel will try to answer straight back. Ali on the ball. Puts the ball in directly. Looking for Brooke, I'd say. And it's Booth who's able to tries to release Barbara Ryan. Murdoch getting on the ball. Threads it through to Barbara Ryan out there on the left-hand side. He's got his head up, looking for support. Unable to evade the defence. Murdoch gathered possession up. Through to Carradus. Out to Pritchard. Little inside out with Booth. Asked to do a bit, but he's got the ball back. Unable to skip round Hamilton as easy as he would have liked to. And he's carried us back to Pritchard. Into Booth. Mackay keeps the ball moving. Right to left. And the ball clipped in, looking for Eade. Eade's got on the ball, strikes it, but didn't get the purchases after. Straight into the welcoming arms of keeper Robinson. Selwyn have come out bolting here today in the second half. And they'll be looking to finish this rich spell of play as Eade does well to gather the ball in. He releases Pritchard into that right hand area, and there you go, great start from Coach Padmore. He's happy so far as we settle in for a corner here. Perfect day for football here in Rolleston. Comfortable enough for a coat. No real breeze. Sun's in behind the crowds, but it's gone into the far post. Ellett's driven it back in, but unable. Keeper Robinson's there. Ellett did well to get that back in, and they've searched. Huge ball forward from Robinson. And it's Corral on the ball, drives in. Nice play here. Here's Brook on the right hand ball. Oh, that looked like either Corral or Osborne in there. The great ball in from Brook, but unable to capitalise. And it's Eade who drives forward, finding Barbara Ryan here on the right hand side. Mosgiel have retreated well. Oh, a bit of a fall there. Eade's on the ball, driven into the top of the 18-yard box. It's Murdoch. Recycles the ball back into Mackay, to Booth. Bit of forward run into Barbara Ryan. Unable to keep tight control of that ball. But Mackay's hungry enough to get it back for Selwyn. They look to consolidate a bit of position. The Allett and Barbara Ryan trying to skip through, but it's Eade who's got a bit of forward momentum. Looked on. Oh, solid tackle there, putting an end to that run from that mazy run from Eade. Allett back to Cosgrove. Out to Topham. Topham into Booth. And it goes to Murdoch. Searching ball forward. All right across into Barbara Ryan. Searching run into the top of the 18-yard line. It's going to be squared back, and this just missed the far post run in there from, was that Caritas again? But it was Pritchard who did the underlapping run to Eade's, get on the end of Eade's ball and driven across the 6-yard, but unable to capitalise. Referee stop play here for the moment. Maybe we might see a substitution. Yes. Number 6, Day, making his way on. So, not sure who he's replaced at this stage. Curtis Day coming on, brother of Morgan Day, who left the field earlier. A knock. It's Pritchard trying to link up with Barbara Ryan, but cut out by Ali. Now it's Mackay. Bullied off the ball a bit there. The Booth back into Carridas. Carridas had a long ranger, but unable to get it under the crossbar. And we'll restart play from a goal kick. And there's the replay of that ball. Carridas unable to keep over it as he searched for that top corner. And the ball boys got that all wrong. But it was a corner. Oh, Booth giving it away. Works to get it back. And Mosgiel start. Throw from halfway. So work the back around the back four. Now to Osborne. Back through the defending players, McPhail. Looks to be down this right hand side. It's Brook again cutting on that dangerous left foot. Makes its way through to Barima. The substitution earlier was number 12 McPhail. Made way for Curtis Day. And Mosgiel under the press, going okay at the moment. They're trying to force those errors, but Mosgiel have played themselves out of that press. Drew Young Osborne. But and Luke Mackay dances around Osborne, feeds the ball out to Eade, looks up, tries to drill the ball in, but it's a good pressure on him by Hamilton. Ali dealt with by Mackay. Put a little interchange in there from Carridas to try to release Barbara Ryan. It's clearly an objective from the Selwyn boys as soon as that back four get happy to tirelessly chase down. Is it Coarrell there putting pressure on Cosgrove, who does well to deal with the pressure. Searching ball in. Now it's up to the challenge, and it's worth a crack from distance, but no threat to the Barima goal. So he opts to start through Allett, looking forward. Up, if we can find something. He's opted for a long cross, easily dealt with there by the Mosgiel defence. They press down the left-hand side one. As Mosgiel shift into their defensive formation. Defensive shape. And it's a long throw that's not able to be caught up with there by the advancing run from Caritas. And Mosgiel, wee bit of advantage there given by Preston. Referee Preston there. It's Kelly wants to get things going and he fires the ball out to Brook. Turns and faces his defender and outpaces him down the outside. But well recovered there by Topham, who's had his hands full with goal scorer Brook, who's earned his side a corner. See what can be fashioned here by the visiting side. Ball floated in right at the 6-yard box, but Barima more than capable of dealing with that. Rolled the ball out to Eid. Eid back into Cosgrove. Back to Barima. And Barima's got himself right at the corner of his box and he's tried to clear it. Fortunate for Selwyn, it's found its way across the line, that ball. To make their way up the line here. Pritchard to get us started again from the throat. Into Barbara Ryan. Mackay switches forward. The long ball to Dan Eid, causing some issues in there. The press is in, a dangerous ball. But Mosgiel are able to work their way out of this right-hand side. But Pritchard's got the ball into Murdoch. Eads didn't really bounce his way. Ali with a searching ball forward. Alex there to return the ball back. Oh, Mackay. But unnecessary there. Well, a rip-roaring start to the half from Selwyn, but Mosgiel have been able to consolidate a wee bit of midfield play here. Ellett with the clearing header. Balls into Murdoch. Opts to let it go, run out. Nice touch in there. So Murdoch into Caritas. Got plenty of room to shape some sort of cross here. Dances in on his right. Puts the ball goalward. Robinson steers it out with a great save. Promising play there. Murdoch got on the score sheet last week. Was hungry to do so again, but Robinson was up to the challenge and got enough of it. And it's Murdoch off the post, and Eads there to tuck it away, as to his impressive goal tally. I think it was Caritas, left foot into a piercing run from Murdoch across beyond the defender, off the upright, and Eid comfortable tapping away with nothing in front of him. And it's that Selwyn have done enough to get themselves back into the lead. And Dan Eade, the perennial goal scorer for Selwyn United and other clubs he's been at, still going strong. Well, what can Mosgiel answer to this? There's a few directions going out. Trying to find the solution. Just had to find that flow of play they had late in the first half. And there's Booth, who's just hawked the ball into the infield. Ali, on the left-hand side of the 18-yard box, tries to get round Pritchard, but it was Barima's cut it off at the near. Well, Carradis back into Eade. Searching run for Murdoch, but it's Carradis who's to the right, high right side. On the left foot, unchallenged cross. And it was Dan Eade who just couldn't get enough of it. As he holds his head, thinking about what could have been. As Mosgiel a bit of a tangle up there. Free kicks going the way of Selwyn United. We top them to get us back underway. Looks like they're going to opt to send this one forward. It's Carradis who attempted to flick it on. And Eade will put on the press here. He's really asked a lot of questions of young Taylor there, the left back for Mosgiel. They're differing ends of their footballing career. And Booth won it, but can only go as far as it's Ali who's tried to combine with. They just can't find that wee go forward to get past that last line of defence at the moment, Mosgiel. But a great ball through. It's Brook stretching, unable to get any real power on it as he directs it towards goal, but Barima's well in control of that shot. That's some promising play there for Mosgiel. So they try to look for some more go-forward play down that right-hand side, which definitely caused Selwyn plenty of difficulties in the first half. But Mackay burgles it off Kelly. So Mosgiel back in control of the ball. Ali clips the ball across his back four to Langley. On the ball now. Some deep foot back four passing going on. Just trying to bring Selwyn forward into the press, so they seem to be keen to do. And create a bit of space for these attackers to come into, and it's Quarrell who's got himself on the ball, unable to get it under control, and it's Barima who's releases the pressure valve. Ali releasing Brook. Takes on Topham. Driving, running here. Plenty of invites to shoot there. Barima is up to the challenge and batters it away. Tidy play here. Barima actually looked to have done very well there. Shot from Kelly. Kelly and Brook combining again there to create Selwyn some difficulties. Barbara Ryan dancing around it, finding his way through until the door's shut by the Mosgiel central defender, Curtis Day, I think. Ali. Back into Osborne. Osborne switches it over. Nice and strong on the ball. Ali looking forward, trying to get the ball down that right-hand side. Bit of advantage here. Eads on the ball. As are we looking? But it was Taylor got the better of Eid. There in that one-on-one challenge. Is it? What's here? A wee break here for an injury or a substitution. My players taking some drinks on board. Just the slightest nor'easterly breeze. Not really giving any advantage to either side at this stage. As mentioned, it's the second game of the Southern League. We had a 2-2 draw last night between Fermi Bays and Coastal. And later on this afternoon, Nomads will host Christchurch United at Tullett Park. 2:45 game in the couple of games tomorrow where Dunedin City Royals travel up to Nelson Suburbs and Green Highland will host Cashmere Technical. Selwyn United have got a double header this weekend, one of the catch-up games. They'll be coming up against Coastal Spirit away on Monday. Right, we've got the ball back rolling here in position with Mosgiel. And it's Ali out here on the left. Dances round, tries to combine. Does so, drives the ball across. There's enough blue shirts there to deal with it. Mackay off to Booth. Back to Eid. Goes to Barima. He'll be looking for some more support. Wasn't really given it. There's another Central League game this afternoon with Wellington United hosting Western Suburbs at 2:40. And it looks like Mosgiel making another change here. Ali, good stint of play there from Rahan Ali. They've given him a break. And he's replaced by number 14, Donaldson. Number 11, Osborne, trying to dance his way around Luke Pritchard. It's Kelly on the ball, trying to inspire the long cross. Post, but some big numbers there for Selwyn. Murdoch's not able to keep it in. The searching ball then, dealt with by Cosgrove. There's Tague there, putting the ball in and a long throw in. And Murdoch's able to get the ball under control and drive out, but unable to link up with Barbarai or Caritas above him. And we'll start with the throw in on that far side. Caritas trying to get that ball under control to create something for his side, and they press high again, Selwyn. But Kelly's there, puts the ball back across, but a bit loose. Oh, got another substitution here. It's a Selwyn making some substitutions. 21. Darius Van Wyk and Joe Arnott coming on. So Booth coming off there. And Aidan Barbarai caused all sorts of trouble. Jamie Booth and Aidan Barbarai, so that captain's armband must have moved. See if there's any change of shape here for Selwyn. Oh, brave defending there from Allett. Looks like Dan Eade might have gone into a more central position as he gets himself on the ball. Lovely little touch into the side, into the central areas. Tucked inside. Was the new man, number 21, Van Dyke, who found themselves on the right-hand side but unable to shape anything, any sort of shot. Caritas. Murdoch unable to make any use of himself in there. He's got. Can he find himself in a free spot? It's Eade. Eade pivots. That wee spin and finds his way. Second goal of the day. Dan Eade. It was Callum Murdoch who made the decisive run. The shot was blocked. Fell to Eade. Was able to get a great first touch, spun on it and gave the keeper Robinson no chance at all. And that's a goal buffer that Selwyn would be wanting. 4-2. To Selwyn at the 77-minute mark. They've definitely had the better of the second half. And it's Eade who's grabbed himself a brace as he moved into a central striking position to that recent change. And Pritchard getting knocked off the ball a bit there. And Mosgiel looked to answer. Stop him, he's able to get a meaningful clearance in. And the scrap goes on to get position. And it is Selwyn's. Comes square and headed. Darius Van Eyck. And Pritchard's just happy to see it restart. Arnott looking forward. And it's a searching one. Try to get on the end of a Dan Eade run. But unable to get the better of that one. And it's Pritchard who stops that promising move there. And Kelly looks forward, searching ball forward. But it's Joe. Ella able to get rid of it for Selwyn. Here they are in position again. It's Caritas. Calmly moves the ball forward, finds it back into Mackay. A little loose touch there from Murdoch, but he's gathered it back. Restarted through Mackay. Doesn't see anything he likes going forward. Back to Ella. To Mackay. And Murdoch putting pressure on the young left back there for Mosgiel. Long ball avoiding everybody there. And it's Caritas who's dropped into a bit of a deeper role now with Booth now on the sideline. Mackay under pressure. Back into Caritas. Searching ball through. Cleared well from Mosgiel. And it's Brooke on the ball. Searching ball through. Can't get beyond Ella. And with Kelly. Driving run in here. On the near post run for Quirrell. Wasn't able to wrap his foot around it. Hamilton drove in there on that left-hand side. Squeezed it in. But last week's hat-trick hero, Reece Quirrell, unable to turn it goalward. 10 minutes to go in this fixture. Selwyn, 2 goals ahead. Well, not the cleanest kick there from Barima. And Mosgiel unable to take advantage of that. And we'll give him another go at a goal kick. And Barima making a bit better contact with that one. Kelly returning the pass. Ball's gone into Pritchard doing well. It was Hamilton trying to get the better of him. Good little contest there between those 2 young players. And Barima to restart play. Van Wyk, substitute, dispossessed Osborne. And Murdoch putting the press on. And he will do the same for the keeper as he deals with a bit of a bouncing ball. He's bombed it up. Gary Wooden favourite there, the defensive bomb. And just a wee bit too much pressure there from Joanna. Mosgiel will restart play. And Mackay battling away to get the ball back under possession, but unable. And we top him here, just let the ball roll out. And Eade providing that stability there in the top roll. Caritas switching it out here to Van Dyke. Murdoch outnumbered. but Abra doing enough to create enough pressure. And Pritchard just drawing the foul there. And it's Hamilton. It's had to get a conversation from referee Preston. Murdoch driving the ball in. Hip post header from the defence. Carradish's touch wasn't good enough. And Mackay just in the wrong place as Kelly flicked it over him cleverly. Mosgiel will restart the play. Back into Kelly. Moves the ball afield. Links up again, looks a wee forward round, but it's not there. The Selwyn defence has created themselves a good shape. Making sure all the plays in front of them. Closing down those outlets, but Mosgiel have got the ball in. Searching ball inside, and Topham's given it the big heave-ho. Some safe play here. We've got 5 minutes remaining. It's normal time, and Guerrero not able to keep that ball under control as he tried to link up with Brook. Nothing really on there for Selwyn. As Mosgiel try to get some sort of go forward here. Yes, trying to connect that with Brook on that right-hand side. He had so much fortune down there in the first half, first 45 minutes, but they really haven't been able to get the ball to him in this part of the game. And Barima starts the position off with a roll out to Ella. Ella crosses the ball out to Arnott. Gerardus. Good position here for Selwyn. Creating some good putt shape. Gerardus under pressure. Then, yeah. Then right. Standing outside there when he headed that one. Osborne with the throw in. Press goes on from Eade. And a tireless running from Callum Murdoch. And Selwyn have got the Mosgiel playing in their own half, which they'll be more than happy with as they try to seal this game off and take a... Oh, here's a bit of go forward play. The ball's with Murdoch. Links up with Carradis. Although there's Carradis, it must have been Arnott. Searching ball in from Topham. He tries to get on the end of it. And it's Mackay who settles things down. Sends the ball out, driven in. Usually into areas where you'd find a Dan Eade. And he wasn't far away, but Robinson was able to get there first and tidy things up for his side. And here's Brook, and he fashioned something for the visitors here. And it's Corral who's going to give it a go. Searching for that far post. Unable to find it. And it'll be a casual little restart here from Barima as they try to see out the second half. Then right, trying to hold on to it. As the Mosgiel player hold on to him. Pritchard to Caritas, out to Arnott. Back into Tottenham, back into Caritas. Back to Mackay. Searches forward for an Eid run. And there's a shot on target, but the defenders is there. Is it Murdoch or Topham? Yeah. Recycles the ball out to the top of the area with Mackay. Out to Van Wyk. Left foot. Ball in. And Mackay's on the ball. Mosgiel had a sniff but weren't able to keep the ball. Mackay out here on the left. Pritchard happy to go back to Allett. This could be an opportunity here. Mosgiel work the ball down here. And it's Quarrel who's been able to get into the side, but a great covering tackle in there from Cosgrove. Nice play there from Mosgiel as they search forward in this 90th minute. Nice through ball from Kelly. Quarrel. It's all closed down there, and Barima's happy with central defender Cosgrove, who gets rid of. And Mosgiel have got one back. Looked away for a wee second there. We'll see what happened in the replay. The corner, not very well defended at all. Quickly taken corner has got Brook a second goal as he ghosted in there at the 6-yard box to bring Mosgiel within a goal of equalising. Not too much sure how many more minutes are left in this game. We're definitely in the 90th plus minutes. And Eads got himself into dangerous areas. Murdoch sending Van Wyk into the corner, looking for position, but Caritas sends the ball all the way back to Barima. And there was a whistle to slow things down, and there was a foul there just as the ball, as Mosgiel got the ball out of their defensive third. There could be a wee sting in the tail here from Mosgiel. They send the ball forward. But it's Murdoch who's got the ball. And we'll start from a Mosgiel throw here, just inside their own half. With Langley. They're going backwards. The clock ticks away. Large. Oh, we've got Kelly on the ball, sends the ball out to Brook. Will it sit for him on the edge of the in the area? And Kelly's here with a nice run, and it's hit as the equaliser. Oh my gosh. Kelly with his second goal, searching ball out to Brook, who's able to get the ball under control, squares it into Kelly, one touch, under pressure from Allett, but it wasn't enough. They've squeezed it in and got themselves a point here by the looks of things in the dying moments of this fixture. We've got 93 minutes on the clock. The one that got away, it was the last kick of the game, just about. and the forlorn looks on the Selwyn United players who all but had this 3 points wrapped up. But the never say die attitude from the Plainsmen, they've got themselves going home with a point. And my gosh, Selwyn will be in despair there as they search for their first 3 points of the season. As we go through the highlights of the game, it was Selwyn who started the stronger, scoring from a corner from Callum Murdoch, and it was Oliver Cosgroves who was up there. The ball seemed to have crossed the line. Eade provided a lot of piercing runs down that right-hand side in the first half and continued it in the second. It was Brook who danced inside, outside. Barima threw out a hand, wasn't able to get rid of it, and it found its way back into the Reece Quarrell. Also provided some problems for the Selwyn defence as he tried to add to his 3-goal tally from last week. It was Luke Pritchard drew a great save from Robinson in the first half. And nothing happened there from that. Bit of a slip from a promising play from Selwyn. There was a right hand upright, got a bit of a rattle. And as Brook thought he had his second, but there was a late offside call in there from an advanced player who blocked the view of Barima. But Brook soon found himself with his second goal. So, and in the second half, it was Selwyn who started the stronger with Dan Eade crossing the ball in, and it was Caritas who benefited from the keeper colliding with his own player and tapped it in at the back post. They then got a search for that far post, wasn't able to find it, and it was Murdoch who drove in, grabbed, fine save from Robinson, and Caritas then found Murdoch, whose header up for the upright, ever-present Dan Eade was able to tap it in without any contest. Brook was dangerous all day out there for Mosgiel, as was Murdoch, who did a great run, and the ball ended up with Eade who touch pivoted, put the ball away to give Selwyn a 4-2 lead. But Mosgiel never stopped, and it was captain Brook who was able to get on the end of a corner, which Selwyn just didn't really seem to turn up for. And again, the ball ended up out with Brook, who squared the ball in moments later for Kelly to get their 4th game of the fixture. And that's the way it finished in the dying moments. Mosgiel coming back from a 4-2 deficit to grab themselves a point on the road up here at Foster Park. What an entertaining fixture it was. Both teams would have felt comfortable at times there in their lead, but it was a late surging finish from the visitors. Mosgiel, who got themselves back in the game, and the spoils will be shared. 4-4, plenty going on, and it'll be Selwyn who will probably be regretting their inability to close out on that game. They'll have to turn around quickly. They've got a game on Monday against Coastal as they try to pick their heads up and finish for Monday's game. Thank you all for tuning in. It was a great game here at Foster Park. I've been Craig Crawford, giving you this game. All the best for the rest of the National League for the weekend.